Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Brotato. We're going to be playing Romantic this episode. I'll get into that in just a second. Before we do though, I'd like to ask you if you do enjoy the content, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment if you want to choose somebody. I'm sorry, I'm actually bulk recording these by the way, so if you're wanting to choose a character, I'm not going to see it yet. It probably won't be for a while, but let's go over what this guy does. Hitting an enemy that has less than 25% health has a 5% 50% chance, 50% of health chance, to charm it for 8 seconds. Plus 50 range with melee weapons, minus 3% damage for every 5 curse, minus 1 armor for every 5 curse, and plus 1 curse at the end of every wave. So this character is all about charming enemies at low health. And by low health it means like 25% health. It's really, really good. It's a very strong character. The way that I did it was through Cacti Club, and I think I'm going to try that again just to show it off. The reason why I choose Cacti Club is it has a ranged option that will also hit enemies, and those enemies that might be lower on health even far away might take the damage and then get charmed. So the big thing I've noticed about this character, I did it again. I got a primitive weapon again. The big thing is that you want HP, so if I see rock would be very enticing to me, I will say. Thief Dagger might be good. We're gonna take Scared Sausage. That's hitting an enemy. I don't think that counts as hitting an enemy, so we won't take Scared Sausage. You probably won't see much of any charming at the start of this run, but that's okay. It's by the end that you really start seeing it, where it really has an impact on the game. It's pretty cool. I like the effect. And the only other thing that can do the charming effect is the flute, as far as I'm aware. Which is, I believe, unlocked from playing this guy. I think that's who it was that gave it to me. When we can, we want to be getting HP. And then beyond that, I mean, HP is probably the most important stat. HP and a little bit of armor. Those are the really important stats. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll just take Cacti Clubs. Cacti Clubs are nice as well because they give you plus 25% base damage when you have all of them because they're heavy weapons on top of being primitive. Hey look, we charmed one. That's what they do right there. It's very good, it turns out. They do contact damage and they attack with whatever attack they have. They act like normal enemies, but against enemies, obviously, so. You'll notice pretty quickly that they're very powerful. The charming effect is. I'll take a little bit of lifesteal and some armor, sure. We will take a cute monkey. We'll take all of these things besides hiking. Hiking pole is a lot of good. Is a lot of fun, I think. It's one that I haven't seen people say is particularly exciting or good, but free range if you really want. It's a support weapon, which gives you harvesting, which I think is extremely valuable. And then on top of that, you also get the stat scaling off of range instead of a normal stat, which means characters that say like ranged, or I guess physical damage, melee damage increases at like 50% the normal rate. The values are only half as high, aren't affected by range, so you get damage through that. I'm wanting HP, but I'll take armor still. But all this is what. Dang. I mean, we're losing a lot of range to damage if we were going to try to. We want HP, so we'll take defective steroids. Not to mention we found a lot of copy this run already, so. I don't think the 1 damage is actually all that helpful, but any chance to hit an enemy is just or any extra hit, if they're below 25% health, is just an extra chance at proccing. Giving you the charm effect, which is, that was the whole point of me choosing this weapon. It might give me like double chances at proccing it sometimes. Alright, there you can see he does 15 contact damage. That's pretty good. Dude, just sure, keep giving me armor, dude. Sure. I have enough armor. And we do want sharp bullet as well. I think Scar is a good item. I think. We also get... Oh, it doesn't list it. We have an unlisted 50 melee damage range. Melee weapon range. And the cool thing about the plus 50 is that it isn't subject to the normal melee weapon rules of having the halved range bonuses. So like if you have, say, plus 50 range as a stat, a melee weapon would only have plus 20. So, as our HP goes up, it gets pretty easy to start charming enemies. We're already at like a 17% charm rate, and you can see we're getting a handful of charms every fight, every round. One thing I would like would possibly be padding. Padding could help a lot. There's max HP. There's rock. Ooh. Do you know what? Sure. We'll start the pivot towards rocks, shall we? Thing is, they also give armor and max HP, so... These are good. Okay. So if we can do all rocks, we might not hit as much, but... we'll have a much higher chance. Right? Because it's not... well, I guess it's only an extra, what, 6 HP? It's only 3% more, actually. Eh... yeah, maybe I don't care about that all that much. There's a lot of charming going on now, though. That's probably meaning that our actual damage is a little low. We're not killing things very fast, but hey, that's fine by me. They supplement a lot of your damage by just getting a couple charms going. Give me armor. I should probably take some damage. I'll just do the one rock since I already have. We're fine taking bonus enemies, and we do want a little bit of ranged damage to make up for the monkey. One rock is... I guess it's also another... forgot about the other rock passive, which is if we got all capped rocks, it would be another 12 HP on top of it. I don't know how likely that would be to see all of them. I mean, they're a cheap weapon at least. Oh yeah, so we're at 10 armor. We're only at 7 curse. We really don't want to be taking curse unless we need to. So only from accidentally killing enemies and things like that, because we get lower armor for having curse, and that's gonna affect us quite a bit in the late game if we're not careful. So yeah. Now, let's see. Yeah, we'll take that. We didn't take a scared sausage, did we? I don't really care about fried noodles. Range damage, elemental damage, like, I don't know. All of those are good, although Sad Tomato's a little scary because we don't have much healing in it. But it's very rare for Sad Tomato to be the death of you, so, in general. There you go. Oh, we actually charmed an egg. Does it hatch? Into... ooh, it does. Yo! It even had a blue spot. That's cool. Oh, that was kind of... so charming eggs is worthwhile, I guess. And apparently quite easy. This is another weapon that does well with lifesteal, just due to all of the stray projectiles. So we probably want to be speccing into lifesteal more than health regen. Oh, he just spawns charmed eggs. Holy cow, that's crazy. That was a good wave 9. We have no harvesting so far, but I think that's okay. Do we take it? I guess we take it. I think it pays for itself in terms of lowered health and stuff, so I think it'll be okay. And we got it red already. 4 armor, 4 HP. I mean, yeah. It's plus 7 curse, but that's like... You would need 20 curse to cost you that amount. Okay. We want max HP. Okay. Yeah, I think I feel fine about this so far. I would like some lifesteal. That's all I really want now. Maybe I could use the mouse. I have no idea what that mouse item is called. I always forget. I assume it's just mouse, but I think it's still quiet or something. But that would give us more enemies as well, and more enemies aren't bad just because we can charm them, so. So, this is ending up being very handy. Like, this is, so far this has been pretty good, I gotta say. And even at a 34% charm rate, we're charming very often, as you can see. I think I really overestimated how difficult this character was going to be the first time I found him. That's for sure. I'll take some dot. I mean, that's just good too. Sure. I need to remember not to take curse stuff, even though I literally just took it. You gotta be careful about that. Okay, what's the difference? Better range damage scaling and physical scaling? We don't care. By ear. I maybe should have taken that lifesteal for level up. Really not seeing any lifesteal, am I? Alright. So far things aren't hitting too hard though. We've got time to figure it out. I can't tell if cursed or if charmed enemies can charm other enemies. Oh, I think they can. Ooh. This character, just because of his passive, ends up having insane crowd control, I gotta say. Like, he'd probably be good with something like SMGs as well, just from the fact that you're more likely to get more hits in when they're almost dead. It also makes me want to try out the flute at some point, because I think flute charms at like 60% HP. Or something crazy like that. Sure. We should actually be taking tentacle. Might not be much, but it could happen over time. Alternative ways to heal are something that I have valued a little lower than I think I should have most of the time. I don't think you can charm bosses, I will say that. Never charmed enemies attack bosses, that's good. Alright. Ooh, we're not dying. I think of all the bosses that I fought, this one's one of the simpler ones, honestly. He's usually not so bad. Although I'm just dying here. Oh. You gotta be a little careful still. Okay, if you're too far away from that projectile, I can really spread out and hit you hot. Well, I didn't really want that curse, but that's okay. Come on, kill the boss. Yeah, huge. +2 luck for every 1% crit chance. Yeah, but like, we don't really have the armor to spare. How about that? Jerky is a unique. I think it's really good, but I'm gonna pass on it this time. We want crit rate. I don't really care about celery tea by this point. We're on wave 13. That's really too far, I think. There we go. I wonder, I'll keep track of how much the tentacle heals. Because any amount is good, but with our low crit rate, I don't expect it to be much, honestly. Let's get rid of him. I mean, at this point, I guess what we want is... I don't know, it's weird, right? We don't really need much damage. It's basically just HP and tanky. Maybe dodge, since our dodge is so low. We could have it pay off first. It's a bigger payoff investing now, I should say. Say that, but this is 8 HP, dude. You know what? I've been tempted. It's gonna be dumb, and I'm gonna deserve to die for it, but I've been tempted. It's okay. Because, like, that's a lot of extra XP. Like, how much? 262% this wave? Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of XP. Do charmed enemies not drop materials? I actually haven't been paying attention if they do or don't. A little hard for me to tell. Good, good. I think Peacock's a good item. It's usually just dangerous, so I don't like taking it. The issue is, like, the reward is maybe 2 extra levels overall, which is a lot, or can be, but the bonus damage normally is pretty scary. We did get 2.5 levels there, though. Range damage, explosion. I don't really want to lose the dodge. I will take wisdom. Lifesteal, perfect. I maybe should have taken armor there, but that's okay. There's flute. You might just be able to flute your way to victory on this, honestly. We want crit, actually. And then this, even though it's a hard wave, we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. I gotta say, the horde waves feel a lot less overwhelming in the DLC section, in the Abyss, than they do for Crash Site. They feel like they were tuned down or something. Maybe it's just the type of enemies that a horde. I don't know. But, like, they feel way less intimidating to me. Look at how many charmed enemies we have. Sheesh. Right, that's crazy. We're sending whole armies after each other. Okay, this is kind of cool. We're also in practically 0 danger. Okay. Well, that kind of tells us how powerful our build is, huh? 2 free rerolls in the shop? Okay. Apparently I'm really bad at saying no to taking curse. We didn't take any burning. We'll take the max grenade launcher. Sheesh. You want that? You know, I'm just going crazy this time. Let's just take whatever, dude. Wait, we had 2 free rerolls. That's okay. Does it get 4 shots? Every 4 shots? That's huge. So a normal tier 2 grenade launcher, because they only show up at tier 2 or higher, normally only gets 2 shots. And I guess now, I know purple ones probably get 3 shots. Okay. This thing is crazy, dude. Oh, hey, we charmed one of those guys. Another one, too. Ooh. Gotta say, I'm not exactly feeling in danger at any point. This is just strong. I don't really know how much the grenade launcher is doing. We'll check after this wave, see how its DPS is done. Scar. We'll take crit. Another grenade launcher. Alright. 14,000. Oh. Oh. You're telling me it did that much? Hold on. I didn't realize we could even get that much damage. Another grenade launcher? Sure. Does it scale better? I guess it just scales better, yeah. Okay. We'll get that next wave. We're converting to a ranged damage build, apparently. We could probably do 3 of them, actually. We'll probably be fine with that. I like having at least 1 or 2 melee weapons just so we don't have to worry about getting attacked up close or something, but I don't think it matters. Just feels safer, you know? Dude, this thing's crazy strong. I think you unlocked it from beating Gangster, I believe. That's one of my least favorite classes. I know he's probably strong, and if you can just beat more bosses, he's probably really, really strong, but I've never been able to get him up to a point where DPS is good. It's probably just because he plays, like, total antithesis of how I play. I love locking items and holding on to things basically every round. We'll take ranged too. Just a purple grenade launcher. That's just 15% bonus damage. Alright, I gotta stop taking. Look at that. 2% attack speed per second? If I just don't take damage? That's gonna get insane. Alright, I have not seen this guy. Does he work? Ah. He throws spikes at you. Okay. He charges away from you? I see. Sort of. So you just have to strafe him? Okay. This doesn't seem so bad. Thank you, dodge. I lost him for a second there, sheesh. Dang, I took damage. That stinks. That's too bad. I think we're gonna kill him, though. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I'm very curious about DPS on this wave now. Shell? Yes. Yes, we will. 17, 22. Wow, it's really like getting it to purple is really what pushes it over the top, huh? And that's a lot of DPS. Sure. There we go. There it is at purple. Alright, we'll get big muscles, and that'll be the last thing we buy, probably. Pretty much. The longer we go without getting hit, the better off we are. I do love that energy crystal item. I think it's incredibly strong if you're good at the game. It is a very rewarding item. Like right now, you see we're at 130% attack speed. When we were nowhere near that at the start of this wave. Probably worse on boss waves, I guess, is the idea. Because you're more likely to get hit by a boss because they stick around. I gotta say, for bobbing purposes, incredibly good. Especially with a little bit of dodge. Like right now, we hit 200% attack speed on this floor. Even though our base is 82. Okay. Sure, great. We're talking, I think, 30,000, 12,000. Sheesh. Sure, a little bit more attack speed, call it there. I went the wrong direction and immediately lost my crystal. Alright. So much for that being a part of this. Oh well. Yeesh, actually. This is just a rough start. I much prefer him in phase 2 and beyond, I think. That hit me too. Chill, game. Okay. I'll feel a lot better about it now with where we are. We're a little bit slower than I would like, I'm realizing. I think that's our weakness. Ooh. I'm glad we had high HP for this. I'm feeling like this set of bosses more so than the other. AKA from Crash Site. I feel like this one's way harder to justify fighting most of the time. And you want to build, like, survival instead. That's what it feels like. Could just be that I don't really know how to fight these two guys yet, though. I think we got it, though. Alright, there we go. And that's romantic completed. Very nice. The character was good. We completely botched using Crystal, but that's okay. We still had huge damage. 44,000, 36,000, 38,000. Well, that was cool. That's one of the few times I've used something other than just what I started with. And with that, I'll call it there, though. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like and subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps a lot. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.